So many places to look, so many phones, so many things. Good morning, buddy. We are doing episode 3 of the Eve and Levi podcast. I forgot to throw away my gum, so watch me chew gum for the next 20 minutes. Eve, do you want to tell them where we are and why the name of the thing is the name of the thing?
Yes. We are in Bunkie, Louisiana, which is where my family lives. It's central Louisiana, about 30 minutes south of Alexandria. And we're sitting on my mom and dad's front porch.
Which you can see behind us.
Good morning, Patrice. How are you? If you haven't been to Bunkie, it is a bursting metropolis of about 5,000, less than 5,000 people. Yeah. And so my mom and dad grew up here. We moved away and I grew up in Thibodaux, Louisiana. And they moved back to Bunkie, Louisiana. We brought some friends in this weekend. And this weekend is the biggest weekend of the year in Bunkie. It is the Bunkie.
The Corn Festival.
Corn Festival, because they grow a lot of corn in Bunkie. They also grow sugarcane, they grow cotton, and a lot of corn.
And there's some soybeans hanging over yonder.
Yes. So if you're looking for something to do this weekend, Bernard, then you need to come out to Bunkie and go to the Louisiana Corn Festival. And there's corn to eat. There is delicious hamburgers. But really, the part that is the most exciting, in our opinion, is what my family is in charge of. Do you want to tell them about it, Levi?
I mean, let's be clear. I love your family.
Yes.
The part of this that is most exciting to you and your family. I'm stepping over to the side for this discussion, but for a while there at the Bunkie Corn Festival, there was a lack of excitement. Really, the city planners just couldn't figure out how to generate more interest in this amazing event. And Eve's family decided to bring back an old tradition, which is lizard racing.
I'm not even sure if the lizard races went away. I think the lizard races were at peril, like they might go away. Good morning, Kyle. Good morning, Maria. And let's explain. Why don't you explain to people, as a typical Midwestern, what a lizard race is? So people who haven't been to the Corn Festival might not understand what a lizard race is. Now, Uncle Van knows what a lizard race is, and he just joined us. But for people who don't know, what is a lizard race?
So a lizard race. There are lizards, and they race. Now let's talk about how they do that. So these are not iguanas. They're not Komodo dragons. These are little salamanders. Sometimes, when I grew up, we called them skinks, which I don't think Eve had ever heard. But it's a lizard about that big. The tail falls off a lot when they get stressed out. So children of all ages from around the area go out and catch a lizard. They bring it to the lizard race, where we have a piece of plywood about 2 foot wide and 6 foot long, with 2 clear plastic tubes about like 1 inch in diameter bolted to it, and you put a lizard in one tube and a lizard in another tube, and then you shout go, and the lizard that can figure out that they need to get to the other end is the winner. Now, lizards have very short racing careers. The career usually lasts about a minute and a half tops. I think the fastest lizard we've had in 2 years has been like a 15-second run down the tube. So it's pandemonium, it's chaos, it's excitement like you've never seen before. But that's a lizard race. You stuff them in 2 tubes and let them run to the other end.
See how excited Levi gets for the lizard race? Good morning, Paul. How are you? We wish you were here in Bunkie, Louisiana. It is gorgeous and sunny today. We're getting ready for all the excitement. And in Bunkie, Louisiana, the Corn Festival, you can buy t-shirts, you can buy hamburgers, you can ride rides, you can buy a bracelet to ride all the rides. The Bunkie Chamber of Commerce does an excellent job. There's live music every night. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready for
yes,
that? Okay.
Absolutely.
There's pirogue races, which a pirogue is a boat.
Hang on. For everyone outside of Louisiana, let's talk about a pirogue. First of all, it's not spelled like pirogue, so don't get confused.
It is.
Well, if you're from Louisiana.
P-I-R-O-G-U-E. Pirogue.
In a town where Natchitoches.
Listen, I'm sorry that you're challenged with Louisiana definition.
But I'm learning.
There's Allison. I went to high school with her and I always liked her accent. She's a fantastic typical accent.
So there are pirogue races, which is a little flat-bottom canoe, basically, that they race across a small lake, big pond, call it what you want. Lots of events, lots of regional events. It's
corn eating,
corn shucking competitions. They crown Miss Corn Festival. They crown Little Miss Niblet. Being from Iowa, all of this corn-centric fun really touches me.
Is it why you fell in love with me?
Oh yeah, that's why I fell in love with you for sure.
So good morning, Lisa. So the crowns, which I love from all the queens of the surrounding cities, are huge, right? Like the crowns are shaped.
They're beauty queen tiaras.
This big. It's awesome. And the Corn Festival queen actually has a giant jeweled corn cob.
Yes.
And it has been history, good morning, Deanne, that many members of my family have won the Corn Festival queen. In fact, Claire.
I've never won Corn Festival.
Well, no, you are here for that. Neither was I. But Claire was a corn queen, and now Emma is a corn queen.
And for the people who don't know anything about you or your family, or who is Claire and who is Emma?
These are my cousins. As Levi likes to say, everyone in Bunkie mostly is my cousin, which maybe that's true. And to be a corn queen, you have to be graceful and beautiful and kind and represent corn and the city of Bunkie.
Yes.
Which is sweet. So anyway, today, if you're bored, come out to Bunkie, Louisiana.
Lizards, but to be most effective, you have to bring your own lizard.
Yes.
Hopefully one that you've been training for weeks and months and years leading up to this momentous event.
Okay, and if you don't have a lizard, we will typically find a few lizards to bring to the event for you. There are cash prizes, y'all. This is some serious business. A lot of times people ask Levi and I, man, your travels seem so exotic, and we just wanted to give you a peek into the exotic life that we have today with lizard races.
Yes.
Good morning, George. We're coming at some point this summer. We hope to have dinner with you. Good morning, Margie. How are you? All right, we should move on from the Bunkie Corn Festival and lizard races in case people have questions they can ask us. But let's talk about where we're going next this week.
So next week we are headed to Portland. We've never been to Portland before. We're very excited. We're going to be speaking at the Digital Summit event there. We'll be speaking on core values and how core values within a company can be used as a marketing tool to further the message of your company, to get more business, to keep the business you've got, and improve the way your company works.
And so we're going to start doing some things to entice more people to watch this fabulous podcast, since we really don't know who's watching it yet, although quite a few people have been watching.
Listening, so many things to do.
Watching and listening. So we want to do a free giveaway. If you happen to be in Portland, Oregon, or you happen to know someone who is in Portland, Oregon, who is interested in marketing for their company, we're giving away a free ticket. And I think it's worth over $500. The event is this week. And if you want that ticket, here's how you do it. You email Eve at evemayer.com, M-A-Y-E-R, and it's the only ticket we have. And you also do one other thing.
So we want you to do one other thing. We want you to go on YouTube and find the Eve and Levi podcast. Now, we're very early on in this situation. We're trying to build some subscribers. So you'll have to go on YouTube and search for Eve and Levi podcast. And you should find it. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Email Eve at evemayer.com. Or frankly, just reach out to us on social. We're there all the time. Get in touch with us after you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we would be happy to hook you up with a ticket to the Digital Summit Portland event. Now, the Portland event is about marketing, specifically digital marketing in a lot of areas. There's some really excellent speakers, ourselves included. We'll both be on stage together, but covering a wide variety of topics: email marketing, paid ads. So if you're in the digital marketing space and you want to learn some things, make some connections, see some interesting vendors, and you're going to be in Portland next, follow the YouTube channel and reach out to us and we'll get you hooked up.
Good morning, Zlatan. How are you? All right, now we're going to talk about why we are talking about humanizing your brand in Portland. This will be the first time we presented on this to the public. We've done some work with companies before, but Levi and I are working on a book on company core values, and we believe that core values at companies usually completely and totally suck, like in a big way, right?
You're much less tactful than I am.
Yeah, Levi's like Midwestern, sorry. So anyway, I think that most times when you talk to companies large and small about their core values, and you ask an employee what their core values are, they're like, oh, I don't remember, or there's 22 of them, and I don't really give.
And typically in a company, what happens when a new employee joins the company, you are handed a 3-ring binder with all of the HR policies, all of the time off policies, the dress code, and a page or two about the mission statement, the vision statement, and the core values of the company. You take that binder and you might look at it, you might not. You put it in the drawer of your desk, and the next time you see it is when you're moving on to the next job and you're emptying out your desk. We think it's really important, and some companies do a great job of this. We're going to call out Atlassian as one in our presentation who has done a spectacular job of making their core values visible, not just to the employees, but to the public, to tell a story about who they are as a company and what they do. We think there's a couple reasons for this. One, it helps you attract and retain great employees. The other big area is when you're in a competitive market, if you're in a market where there are 4 or 5 different products all competing for the same money, and the products are all similar, you need to know something about the company, and the core values of the company say a lot. So using that in a public way, showing the public who you are and what you're about, is a great way of attracting customers that are going to be there for the long term.
Good morning, Sandy. So I was interviewing people on my show, CMOGoShow.com, this week, and I was talking to 2 CMOs who really got the concept of core values and using it to market their company externally, which is what we're talking about in Portland this week. And that was the CMO of Pacific Union Financial and also the CMO of Del Frisco's. Actually, he's the president now. He got promoted. So we had really good discussions about that. So this book is going to be about the intersection of company culture and marketing, and we see that as culminating in core values. And so catch us at the Digital Summit, or if you're not in Portland this week, we'll be online and we'll be doing our next podcast from Portland, Oregon.
Absolutely.
So that brings us to a close. We just have one question. Have you been to Portland, Oregon before? Where should we eat? What should we do? Where should we see beautiful nature and good stuff? And if you have any questions about the Corn Festival in Bunkie, Louisiana, let us know.
Guys, we really appreciate everybody who tuned into the live broadcast. We are going to have the website, evenlevi.com, up and running as a podcast next week. So we'll be unveiling that officially. And yeah, as Eve said, we're going to be in Portland next week, and we hope you will catch us there.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Hang on. The YouTube stream doesn't want to stop.
Maybe we're just like that adorable.
It's possible. Oh, wait, there it is. Bye, everybody on YouTube. We'll talk to you later.